1.
A new season, new start, new players, new teams, new kits, new boots, new saves, new goals, new losses, new victories. Where to start? Beginning would be a good place. Hi, I'm Joseph Jewson and welcome to Kick Around. Today I'm joined by Sam Dyer of half a dozen, Liam White of half a dozen, and Liam Osborne from Scarecrow Goals. The new season started with a match between half a dozen and Bayern Evolution and took place on KG5. Funnily, every game this season will take place there. Here's our match reporter, Liam Osborne.
Don't let him run out of it.
Go, Sam! Yes, boss! Yes, boss!
Play it through to Joseph. Yes!
We don't concede! First goal of the season! We don't concede!
Nice skill.
That's a wonderful ball.
Oh!
Play it back, Luke. Back door, mate. Back door.
Oh.
Is that it?
No, it went through the back. I'm in Arthur's team, Arthur Nordy's team.
Oh! This was not expected today.
A fucking great.
Oh! Yeah. Joe looking, Joseph Jewson stalling a little bit too much. Oh, this is like Messi! And that's Miles Burton! And oh!
Well done, Sam. That's lovely play, mate.
Ooh.
Pass to Liam. Bit of time, bit of time, bit of time. Look at him, look at him. Make the pass. Make the pass.
That's the best bit of video I've ever got. Pass the Liam. No!
And also, when you've had
Oh, Alex Charles! Oh!
Unlucky
well
Charles.
played, Joe.
This is the second half here.
Oh, lovely. Liam's ball, Liam's ball.
Liam White.
Watch these fouls, Ref. Watch these trips. Well played, Liam White, and again, finish it.
Oh!
And again, Miles, come on.
Oh!
Where's the commitment? Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go, James Lambert. Oh!
Yes, Carl. Charlie boy.
Referee!
Oh, chase that, guys. I don't like this. Play to the whistle, lads.
Oh, here we go. Liam White just not on his toes again. You see it at the weekend and you see it here as well. It's...
Have a shot.
Oh!
Hey, yo, back off! Back off!
Go on, Bayern Evolution. Oh!
God, Ryan.
You play football with him every weekend. Oh,
Here
this
we
is
go.
beautiful. Oh!
Good effort.
Oh, Ryan.
I
think that went through the side net.
Yeah. I guess some people are really keen. Fine, mate. Go on. Put it back. Come on, guys. Shoot.
Oh, wow. And Liam Osborne really. Ref!
Go! Jake!
It's like, that's got to be it.
That's it!
Come on, ref. It's that goal.
Ball watching! That's what it was!
That's the game.
Black!
Yeah, go.
It's the first game of the season. How do you think they fared?
Well, actually, it's the battle of attrition in terms of quality. Both sides fighting for the ball, not a load of chances. You'd say half a dozen dominated the play, and in the end they got the result they deserved. What they need to do now is buy when they're strong, and this should be a good season for them.
So, who do you think the star player is for half a dozen, Lee?
Well, I think they've got a good team feel, lots of players together works well. To pick out a specific player would be quite hard, I think, but you've got players in all sorts of positions, like Miles is a proven goal scorer, strong, gets in, got a great kick on him, can blast it at the keeper. Sam Dyer, box-to-box midfielder, tackles him in the back, pushes forward when he needs to, good player on the ball. But I think all together they've got a great team spirit and could really push on to things this year.
You can't deny that Miles Burton is going to be an asset this year. He's got quality, scores goals, and if they keep him fit, they should be right at the top.
Well, I think he has got a chance to maybe push on and win the Golden Boot if he has a good season, but we'll wait and see.
You know, to pull Spectres in, he is the star player.
I think,
Miles Burton.
yeah, maybe, yeah, I'd say so.
He's got a cracking goal, of course. Liam,
This is going to get really confusing.
I had a question. Liam, to quote an old Miley Cyrus song, he can't be tamed. What do you think of the goal he scored? How's he playing at the moment?
Miles Burton. Miles Burton, he's a proven goal scorer, just as Liam said. He's got a lot of attributes about him. He's got strength, he's got skill. He also has that defiance the striker needs and self-confidence. I believe at one moment people were telling him to pass here. He thought, no, I'm going to take it on myself and I'm going to score.
Selfish, some would say.
Selfish, some would say, but when you deliver the goods, it doesn't really matter. Only the season will tell if that becomes something that's a problem.
Well, I think he's got that goal-scoring mentality that you need to have as a striker. He's just not afraid of the chances.
Our next game takes place.
Pretty decent match. Sam rest today, and they're off. Working it round the back. Some good play. Good turn from Ollie, but Harry's missed the ball. Dom's getting straight in. Ooh, that's almost a goal, and the ref's getting in the way of the camera. That's a good pass, but an interception. Good pass to Ollie. Playing it through. Oh, it's a save. And the ball's been cleared. Cunning Stunts looking probably the better of these two teams so far, but great pass. Oh, it's a save from what didn't look like such a dangerous header, but
great commitment playing in teams.
oh, it's 1-0.
So that was him. Was he in the way?
Back for the centre. They've taken it fast. Good block. Oh, most of the pressure coming from Cunning Stunts. Could this be? Can't see anything. Oh, save. Good save. Tackle, and no one's marking him. Oh, miss it from Jack. It's over. Ooh, it's getting. Oh, unlucky. They kept the ball well. It's a good pass. Oh, could have been there. Because no one else has a ball. Sam, can you move out of the way? I'm trying to film this. It's another goal. It's 2-0. It's really, wasn't it? Oh, good save. Now Michael's playing it out. It's pretty close this game. You just stop getting in the way. Go over the other side, yeah. it's a goal! Ooh! And the crowd goes wild for Jesus' disciples. What have you thought of this game so far?
I think Don Carpenter's weakness has really been exploited, to be honest.
You say?
The whole game, that's pretty much it.
Oh, the ball's cleared. Good shot. Oh, the ball's been spilt, but Don Carpenter with a vital challenge. The players are nice. Dom. The crowd not pleased with Dom's attitude towards this game, and we can see why. The work ethic just isn't there. Go on, Dom. Oh, could this be the equaliser? Oh, it's a save. Dom. Crowd not pleased with Dom's performance, and I don't think he's been pleased with it today. Not his greatest effort, I must say. Oh! Could Dom have taken that a bit better? Maybe. Definitely. Oh! And that should have been the equaliser. Oh, the Disciples defending valiantly today, and I think they deserve more than a loss out of this game. Hopefully they can get a goal. Oh, it's good. Oh, and it's just wide. Oh, and Dom misses a golden opportunity as the ball sails. Tom Hughes, what do you think of Dom Carpenter's performance today?
Dom Carpenter's a disappointment to the club. Get that! Like, he's getting all the chances, but he's just not finishing them off.
Will Jesus' Disciples? Oh, and that's a fantastic goal out of nowhere. And after that goal, the score is 3-1. Jesus' Disciples probably deserve more than this. However, their lack of striking prowess has had an effect on their performance today. Bit of miscommunication there. Dom. Could this possibly be a fourth for Cunning Stunts? Great save. Oh, the ball's come out. Great, another great save. And Alex Roberts is playing very well in goal. One of the best players for this team. As we draw to the close of this game, can Jesus' Disciples get a well-deserved goal at the last? It's in! And it's a goal! And Doug goes mad! It's 3-2. Score another, or will they go for time? Oh, it's cleared off the line! And they just can't get it in! Heroic scenes from Jesus' Disciples here, not giving out, even though we thought they were down. Header, oh, and it's just wide. Oh, the ball's gone through. Dom could have gambled on that. It's unlucky. He tells everyone to calm down, but really, this is quite an intense match. It's a brilliant save. They've got less than 20 seconds remaining of this match. Can they make something of it? Dom C. The ball's tackled William Hughes, maybe. Oh. Oh, and Alex has got the ball. Oh, and it's been kicked over. It must be full time. And that is the end of today's match. A valiant effort from Jesus' Disciples. But they didn't quite have the firepower up front.
Well, Ollie, congratulations with the win today. I mean, there's an awful lot to talk about. How do you think the game went?
I thought the game was mostly dominated by us.
Yeah.
You know, a few errors that we did.
Yeah, well,
let's concede another goal. You know, I think the fencing around the.
Yeah, well, let's just highlight some of those errors.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, we
need
to.
As a team, you play well, but just not to mean yourself, obviously.
Yeah.
Still,
no, I need to. As
had a
captain,
great game,
you know, I didn't play particularly well, but we move on. We train. We practice. That's my good mate Stefan Catter. We've won the game. We're really happy. But you know, we've got a lot to take on board.
Yeah.
But a lot to move on with.
Yeah. Actually, there were a few issues with Steph with some of the referees' decisions. How are you going to discipline that?
Well, you know, I'll have a word with him. I'll let the manager have a word with him as well. But we'll move on. You know, there's a lot of positives to take out today. We were composed at most times of the game. You know, even when they're pressing at the end, we still had that extra bit of quality.
Also, in transfer news,
Yeah.
Harry Barlow has left the club, and
Yes,
you've now got in.
yes, we've got
Ollie
Harry
Bartlett.
Burton.
Harry Burton and Ollie Bartlett, excuse me.
But yeah, quality players. We had a lot of big players in our team. Luke, Jack, and we needed those smaller players that can, like the Lionel Messi's. You've got your Gary Cahill, you've got your John Terrys, but you need them smaller players that get around those that back four.
Well, Ollie, congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cool. Unlucky on the loss today. However, congratulations on man of the match.
Are you going to ask a question?
Yeah. Right, start again, please.
Right, okay.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Michael, commiserations on the loss. However, well done on getting the man of the match.
Yeah, thanks for the award. I'm thrilled.
How do you feel the team played today as a whole?
Well, I mean, Dom doesn't move a lot anyway, but he was injured, so you saw that a lot today. He could
Still,
barely
even
move.
with the injury, I think we all saw a bit of a lack of passion from the striker. I mean, there were a few balls that were should have been chased up, and if we're honest, just weren't.
Well, I don't think you know how injured he is. He really cannot run.
Right, well, could you fill us in?
Well, he just can't run. He's got a shoulder injury. I don't know how that means.
So
he can't run.
he can't run with a shoulder injury.
Apparently so.
Right, okay. And recent, obviously, the loss of your captain, Pierre, has that taken a blow on the team?
Well, he's technically not the captain. He's the spiritual captain.
Oh, right, okay.
But well, yeah, he's out for 5 weeks, which is a big blow, and the squad's looking a bit thin.
All right, okay. Well, thank you very much for the interview. Better luck next week.
Yeah.
Game took place between Cunning Stunts and Jesus' disciples. So, a valiant effort from Jesus' disciples. They couldn't quite come back in the end. Liam Osborne, what do you think of their fight in that game?
Well, Jesus' disciples, I think they put up a good fight. Many will question the performance of Dominic Carpenter in this game. Initially, I thought, when I was watching the game, I thought, yeah, he's not looking at his best. But after, finding out afterwards, he's got a little bit of an injury, and he was getting into a good position, which is promising. However, this team, they're doomed for relegation this season. I can't see them putting up a big fight against the big teams. We saw that today. Cunning Stunts are a great side, and I think that's what they've got to look forward to for the rest of the season.
So I disagree with you there, Liam. I think when they've got a team on their day, are a good team, I think they can stay up. I think if they put together a good fight, if they get players like Don Carpenter at the best of his form, he wasn't yesterday, but we'll see, they could stay up. I think they've got a good chance.
I think what you've got to remember is you've got players to come in, you've got Pierre, Jesus, quality players. They've got that coming back into
real rock at the back.
If they can bring in some talent before the transfer market closes, which already has, so they can, then I think they'll be safe this year.
So you've got to look at it this way, they'll have a backbone the minute Pierre comes back, but I'm still worried about the beginning of that backbone. Douglas Willis in goal, he does not feel real confident.
Well, I mean, they've got some great skillful players. I mean, Alex Roberts, what a young kid he's got. What a bright...
I'm glad we're taking this opportunity to have a full chat of the team, but Santara, you were the referee yesterday, and you made a very controversial decision. Douglas Willis scored a goal seemingly with his hand.
But in terms of the goal, I find that it's difficult to see from the referee's point of view. I might touch his hand, but it's close to his chest. It doesn't gain any special advantage.
He scored.
And he scored a goal.
Sad, you cannot disagree with the fact that he scored a goal that has given them a goal.
I mean, you look at the long game, that's one of those.
You've
got to analyse your performance there and go, well, it was an awful decision.
I think, in actuality, you've got to question the governing bodies. There's no assistance by the board. There's no goalie technology. I could not see from my point of view.
That's
we
fair.
have to get technology.
I think that's fair. Liam White, did Cunning Stunts live up to their reputation, or were they a bit of a damp squib?
Well, no, I'd have to say I thought they had a great game yesterday. They controlled the game from the off, their passing was good, movement was good, probably should have taken a couple more of their chances to bury the game earlier, to be honest, but they allowed Jesus' disciples in, which is what I'd have to say is the disappointment there.
I think that would be the concern.
That would be the concern.
Control of the game against the side that's not going to be contending this year, and they allowed them back in the game. When you look at the late stages of that game, Jesus, the sides had a lot of chances, but they didn't press. If they pressed, they might have got from a few more.
It was one of those ones where, as a Cunning Stunts fan, you would have been on the edge of your seat there. Because you think, we've dominated the game here, we've played well, we've scored 3 goals, we shouldn't be losing this. They almost gave it away.
If Don Carpenter was on better form that day, I think Cunning Stunts would have been in a lot more trouble.
I think that,
for me,
yeah, I think it could have been an upset.
So, we're going to go on to the next game now. What was the last game?
Last game is
Who played yesterday? Yeah, there were only 3. What was the last game?
Which would have been
Heskey Youth again.
Heskey Youth against. Okay.
What happened? What's the score on today?
It was 5-2.
basically.
Anyone have to
They went 5-2. The final game of the week took place between Heskey Youth and Effingham Locomotive. So, Effingham Locomotive, are they the favourites to win the championship?
Well, I'd have to say you put them right up there. I mean, a 5-2 win on the opening day. They've got some great players in that squad.
You raise a good point, Liam.
You've got to see, they are definitely, for me, after yesterday's performance, they are a top-class outfit. You know, the first goal, a top team. You see from the first goal, the Heskey Youth for the first 3 minutes were trying to hold them off, but they couldn't do it. And in the minute Chris Caswell turned on the skills, you know, the little back foot onto the left foot. You don't know what you do when you play against a team like that. They've got right foot, left foot. They're going to kill them.
You mentioned Chris Caswell. Is he the standout player for them, or is it Alec Davey? You know, they've got a great range of players.
Well, Chris yesterday was man of the match. Can you say he's a smart man there? Not sure. Alec Davey is a star player as well, but I don't think that team want to focus on stars. They combine so well together. But you've got Chris and Alec in the same way.
Exactly.
That is a team that I fear. I fear when I play against them, and I think every team should fear them.
Well, the absolute minimum they should be going for this year's Champions League football. I think that's got to be a given. They need to press on and be actual title contenders, which I think they can do. Maybe get a cup under their belt or something as well.
Undoubtedly, you've got quality. That's true. But quality, you've got Chris Caswell, clear quality player. But will they be contending? You look at the opposition today. They haven't got bags of quality in defence. I mean, some of that defending is like schoolboy defending. It's like the worst you've ever seen.
Well, Arthur Bowling,
it's
yeah,
like,
it's very...
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about Heskey Youth. We all love them, we all know them, but we're all worried about them now, surely, after that performance.
The thing for me was Heskey Youth, we've always laughed with them, but now it's the case that this season they could have been laughed at. They've got real star players. They've got Christian Bush, they've got Don Ray and Craig Murray. I mean, what a player! Sorry, not the coach.
I know that is a bit of a coup.
Where did this coming from?
Yeah, and this is the thing. Christian Bush, he got a chance to. You can sense those players getting frustrated. Don Ray is susceptible to injury after the first 5 minutes in the goal. You can't have a player of Don Ray's quality in goal.
I mean, if they can keep some of their top players like Don Ray fit throughout the season, maybe they'll stay up. We want them to stay up, but it's not looking likely, I'd say, right now.
I think, Arthur Bowling's comments there, the captain, he said they do a couple of training drills. If you can get that core there between Bush, Ray and Murray, that is a class outfit.
That sounds like a list of American presidents.
Yeah.
So, let's move on. To close the show, we'll go to the boys and think about what goal of the week was.
We need to talk about the game.
Oh, yeah. My team! Sounds like a list of American presidents. The fourth game of the week, between Scouting for Goals and... Who?
No, it's the same.
Sounds like a list of American presidents. The fourth game of the week took place between Scouting for Goals and Wesley Douglas. No, it didn't. It was rained off. Unfortunately, the game did not take place due to rain, injury and a lack of kit.
No, it's not due to rain, it's Wesley Doggers not prepared. I turned up my team ready to play. They weren't prepared, they're not ready. That means we win 3-0 and we're now top of the league.
I think you've got to look at a team like that and go, do they have the commitment? do they have the willpower? Do they have the kit?
In terms of skill, there's no, they've got good quality in the team, but you've got to question the attitude.
I think it's one of those ones you've got to look at and go, it's a real case there of the team, it's not the sum of the individual parts.
There's been a lot of goals this week, boys. What would you say was your goal of the week?
Chris Desmond.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
First goal, turns on the spot, fires in the corner, puts them in charge of the game.
And that is
Absolute quality.
That is lovely. Absolutely.
Hopefully we can see goals like that every week.
Yeah. Well, talking of every week, that's the end of this one. Thanks very much for watching. I've been Joseph Juice, your host. I've been joined by Sam Dyer, Liam White and Liam Osborne. And don't forget, you can catch us every week, Sunday, 7 PM, hopefully. Maybe after. Who knows? You know, you can never trust anything these days, or anyone. You know what I'm talking about. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.